Fine then. Hello, good afternoon, good evening to all. I'm Shamantak. Hello. Can I get some response from your end too?
Yeah, we can hear you. You can go
Yeah,
ahead.
fine then. Last week we had a very fruitful discussion on how to address the solid waste management, solid waste in cities. This week we are going to brainstorm on the Delhi air pollution. Uh, Last week also, like if I want to tell what exactly is this brainstorming session, the brainstorming session is a platform where the people can come, they can contribute their thoughts in solving the problem that we have taken up. For example, last week we had taken up a problem called solid waste management and how effectively we can manage the solid in cities and rural areas in India. And we had a very good fruitful discussions from many people. We not only listed the problems, how what is the problem exactly all about, but the people also contributed in evolving some practical solutions um, to the problem. The main objective of this session is to have a very fruitful discussion on taken problem, and if there is a capacity or the resources to implement those solutions on the ground reality, then the participants can take up that as a project or something to implement and to solve the problem at the ground level. And more or less, this is a discussion session. um, the other objective is to become a good human being in terms of knowledge and in terms of thinking. So today we have taken up the problem of problem of air pollution. Air pollution, especially in Delhi, air pollution in Delhi is not new, but it comes to the headlines only during winter season. All throughout the year, the pollution is so severe, is there? But but uh, just give me a minute. Yeah, all throughout the year the problem is there, but during winter it gets intensified, and the problem is so severe during winter. But today, as we all know that the winter is going on. Daily we'll see that the air quality index is going up. The level of severity of the particulate matter in the Delhi atmosphere is going up, and sometimes it comes down. Today, we'll be discussing and evolving the solutions to address the problem of Delhi air pollution and to reduce the level of particulate matter in the Delhi atmosphere uh, and the places that surrounds Delhi. So just I open up the discussion now. Like you can start speaking. You can start articulating your thoughts on the problem that we have taken up. Yes, I open the forum for the discussion. Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Basically,
The thing is, you can raise your hands, and we'll go accordingly.
Okay.
Utkarsh, you can start.
okay, thank you. So basically, I can think of two or three solutions for solving Delhi's air pollution crisis. Um, so the first solution is that the government can mandate the use of electric vehicles more, especially in the capital city of India. Um, and the government can also mandate the public to use public transportation uh, more than using their own private vehicles, and also the use of cooking oil. Uh, that can be customized based on the environment friendliness or ecosystem friendliness. And also exhaust fans can be used while cooking so that the air matter does not get contaminated.
Yes, that was really wonderful. Yes, Alam, you can go.
Hi.
Hi,
Yeah.
hi.
So, yeah. So the basic problem of like the Delhi pollution, what I see is even the city management as well. I
Just
mean,
sorry for the interruption. You can go little slowly, if possible.
okay. Yeah. So, I mean, the basic what I understand is the city management is also one of the reason why Delhi faces, large air pollution and like which directly affects the people that and the other issue as well is the farming which occurs in the neighboring states where they burn in some pesticides due to pesticides or some reason. Even that is one of the reason why Delhi faces larger pollution and one of the basic reasons as well. So you can reduce that as well. And the other reasons as well, I mean Delhi having a pollution, I mean the population, I mean about 30 million, I guess 25 to 30 million. So the city management is one of the basic reason why it has pollution.
Yeah, fine. Understood that the stubble burning in the cities, adjacent states of Delhi is making the Delhi people to live in a gas chamber is what I understood from you. And the mismanagements in the city, as the population is growing day by day, so it is also contributing as more vehicle as people are owning more vehicle owning more private vehicles. So that is the vehicular emission is going up. So that is the reason that you have given. So yes, wonderful. Yes, Abhay.
Okay. So, am I audible, sir?
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah. You're audible.
Okay. So there are several reasons behind the Delhi's pollution, and some are the avoidable and some are the unavoidable. Particularly, talk in the geographical aspect.
Hmm.
So Delhi is surrounded by the various mountain range, like the Aravalli is there, and even the Himalayas. The southern part of Himalayas is just 300 to 400 kilometer away from the Delhi. So it makes the something chamber like geographical position of Delhi. So something this traps the polluted air in the Delhi itself. So this is the one of the major reason, and we cannot avoid. And another reason is this trouble burning, as the friend has suggested. It is something yeah, emerging from the states of the Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and the Punjab because of the residues of the rice and the wheat. So these are the some major two reasons. Other reasons are the factories. So the Delhi is surrounded by the factories. The region of factories like the NCR is there. The another like the suburbs areas which are producing very polluted particles and which gathered into the Delhi. So these are the some of the reasons which makes the the air of Delhi very poisonous.
So what I can understand from your a present opinion is that presentation is that the unavoidable reason of the geographical position of Delhi as it is flanked by the Himalayas in the north and the Arvalis in the western region, yeah, western part of Delhi is making Delhi like a chamber. So the air is getting accumulated, the emitted the suspended particles that we emit from that are emitted from the various sources are getting suspended. due to this geographical positions, and as it is unable to disperse from the geographical position, so it is getting accumulated and making the Delhi as a gas chamber is what I understood, if I'm not wrong. So
Yes, yes, yes,
yes, that is one of the geographical factor, and it is unavoidable also, as you told,
yes. And
as it is
another,
a natural
and
factor.
yes, and another is stubble burning, which emerging from the states of the Punjab, Haryana,
Yes,
and the western part of Uttar Pradesh, and
yes,
something at the time of winter.
yeah,
The easterly winds. It is a kind of type of wind in the geographical aspect that blows from the Pakistan side. So it also become the catalyst to collect the polluting things uh, to the Delhi side. So it is the wind factor is also contributing to the this pollution.
fine, that was really good. Like, yes. Yes, we are discussing here like what are all the reasons that is making Delhi an inhospitable place for the people during winter, and which is aggravating year after year. The severity of the pollution is becoming more and more. Yes, people. Yes, others can also contribute here. We heard that. Um, Geographical factors, stubble burning, especially after the kharif harvesting. The farmers to clear the land, they take up uh, mass burning of the stubble to make their land clear for the to sow during Rabi season. Yes, others can also contribute. You can come up. You can tell whatever you know about the problem and the solutions for that. Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yes.
Like, so I another factor than stubble burning is also the construction, and there is so much construction and construction work going on which generates dust around, and it's like more buildings and buildings are constructed and not proper measures are taken, like leading to dispersion of particles in by the wind. So if heavy construction vehicle are there and uh, like roads are exhausted, air quality get worsened by this. So there should be some proper guidance in dust management as per the construction, or heavy machineries like bulldozers, and they should be run in a closed environment rather than in open one. As we see, like whenever a bulldozer or some cranes are there, people also gather around, and the worker there are also sometime not taking the precautions. So there should be a regulation for this.
That was really wonderful. Like, yes, Delhi is getting rapidly urbanized and more houses are coming up. Yes, during construction, we can see many like dust, the many particles get suspended. Those are all very microscopical particles. So, yes, as the geography is also so facilitating to conductive to grab those particles and store those particles above the surface. Yes, construction dust is yes very good reason, and yes, there should be a strict regulation and is what I understood. Regulating the construction sites by not helping them, by not letting them go and get suspended on the atmosphere. Fine, then Sanya, yes, you can go. You can go ahead.
Okay, so one reason that is coming up on my mind is the transportation in Delhi, which I think one of the main causes of pollution, of air pollution in Delhi, because since Delhi is like such a densely populated city, and everyone coming from other states to like this city, it becomes really important, like the kind of transportations that they're using, like to understand the kind of transportation that they're using, and more people, so more transportation is going to be used, and there are going to be more cars on the road. And I think even a few years back, like there was even a solution that was implemented, that was the odd even one, by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. And I think it was like even successful. So I think we can bring that back. And yeah, I think that is it.
Yeah, that was really good. Like, yes, as more number of people are inhabiting in Delhi, and more people are also migrating to Delhi for various reasons. It may be for job, it may be for many other works. And the per capita, and each and everyone has the vehicle there. So yes, the density of the vehicle is going up day by day. Yes, and the roads are also getting congested. Yes, very good reason. And yes, probably, Sanya, we can say that promoting metro or public transportation may be the solution for that, to reduce the amount of vehicle on the road, is what I feel. And someone has also suggested that we have to encourage people using the public transportation, and odd even rules can also regulate the private vehicles on the road. Nice. Yes, someone.
Yeah, there's another point. Like we can also like promote electric vehicles as well, and regulate those cars who like sort of release more carbon emission than others, because we know that there are certain cars that when they get a little older, they tend to release more carbon emission. So we can also regulate that.
Yes, what you say is that we can reduce carbon footprint emitted by those diesel engine or petrol engine by promoting EVs, is what you said. Yes, that is a really
Yeah.
good solution. And even the Delhi government is also promoting those, and by subsidizing the EVs for the people.
So
Yes.
another point is like, hello.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So another point is, as stubble burning is a cause of concern.
Yeah.
So we can promote the farmers of the adjoining states like the Haryana, Punjab, and Western Uttar Pradesh
Hmm.
to prohibit such practice and incentivize them to to come up with the alternate approach. Like rather than burning up, they can just create the manure,
Uh,
which is very much helpful in the agriculture as well. So
uh,
this kind of alternative things also uh, help to reduce the stubble burning and uh, help to reduce the pollution.
yes. As yeah, that is really good. But the thing is, how are we going to encourage them to convert that into manure? Why? Because they have a very short duration of time. Alam will come to you. Will come to you. They just have a short duration of time. What they do now, they just hardly get 2 or 3 weeks after the harvesting season. What is this? Kharif. Sorry, Kharif harvesting season.
Kharif to
And
Rabi. Kharif to Rabi.
Kharif harvesting season. So what they do, they to just to make sure that their lands are clear within 2 or 3 weeks, they just burn the thing. So if they have to be incentivized, means then it has to be properly cut, and then later it has to be sent to the processing plant. Then it's a very lengthy process. So how can we? So that is a very big question there also. How can
Okay,
we?
so okay. So there is a
It's a very easy solution for the farmer to clear their land. Like
so
just within few minutes itself, it will get cleared. Of course, the thing was really the solution was really good solution, like turning it into the manure. But it is really going to cost a lot for them.
okay, so there is another method, like the for the rice, to sowing rice, there is a method for the transplantation that is in the current time. So and because of this, there is a problem of the stubble. But there is an alternate method, that is direct sowing method in the rice particularly. So if they adopt the sowing of the rice through the direct sowing method, then we can cure the problem of the this stubble, because um, in the direct sowing method there is a minimal amount of wastage will be there. at a time of harvesting.
Do you think that the generation or the formation of the stubble can completely be stopped by using that method?
No, no, not completely, but at some
Okay, fairly
proportional.
for a good amount of time, like good for fairly well.
Yes.
Oh, fine. Do you think that the farmers are not using that method in growing the crops?
Particularly, it is very newly in nature, and particularly in the region of the southern India. It is in the in people from the or the farmers of the southern India are
Hmm.
using it.
Hmm, hmm,
Uh,
hmm.
the particularly northern part of India is not that much aware, and particularly because of the availability of water. The farmers are well aware that we have a plenty amount of water, so that's why they are very uh, reluctant to adopt this kind of new method. They know that we have this kind of water, then why
Hmm.
we this new technology.
Fine, 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 fine. That is really good. Yes, yes, Alam, yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, well, like one of my he
If
Keshav,
if
he
if you
told
have
about
any personal experiences also, if you are from the Delhi or any other part surrounding Delhi, you can share your personal experience also. That can be a
yeah. No, no. I mean, I like one of our like your friend Keshav, he told about construction. So I mean, nowadays, there are solution, like to reduce the pollution around roads and construction areas are like growing more trees. I mean, if near expressways where large amount of like pollution is created, like using expressways, so we can grow more trees around them, and that should be heavily invested on those areas as well. We should.
So you are telling that to promote afforestation, even though the construction is happening. So it is like if you cut the trees to expand our territory, like urban jungle. So we have to compensate the tree by planting the same tree elsewhere. So to reduce the pollution. That is what you said.
No, not exactly. I mean, I'm telling about, near, expressways. Nowadays, we are having large amount of expressways. Like we are, like building like 30 kilometers of roads every day. So,
Okay.
look near the roads as well, because Delhi is a very large city. I mean,
Mhm.
it is like divided into several cities. It's like, metropolitan areas, and there
Mhm.
are many expressways around them and many big roads as well.
Mhm.
So I mean, I think they should, start promoting more number of, promoting like trees, like
Mhm.
planting trees near the expressways. I mean,
Mhm.
roads usually like create lots of pollution.
Mhm.
So I mean, that is one of the solution. What I think is
Fine. Then planting trees all along the expressways or the main roads is one of the solution is what you propose.
yes, totally.
Fine,
I mean,
fine,
with
fine.
this.
Ved Prakash, yeah, you can go ahead. You can start. Alan will
Hi,
come to you.
actually,
Yeah, hi.
we are missing something, the
Yeah.
coal-based power plant around the capital.
Uh,
And I was researching about it. Actually, this is the one of the reason that we should not avoid. According to Hindustan Times, uh, there are 11 power plants,
uh-huh.
coal-based,
Uh,
and they are emitting carbon emission a lot without complying the norms and the suggestions put by government.
mm-hmm.
So I think that's the main reason. Uh, Apart from stubble and
Mm,
the wind from Pakistan
mm,
is giving them boost to comply over the Delhi
mm-hmm.
capital.
Mm.
That's
So
the
yeah,
main reason.
yeah, got it. The thing is, we cannot control the wind coming from the Pakistan. It is so natural, but
Exactly, we
what?
can't control, but we can
Yeah, but
control
we
the
can control.
coal-based
Yes,
power plant.
yes, we can regulate them by
Thermal
complying.
power plant we can control.
Got it.
Actually,
Yes, you have anything to say?
actually shut shutdown is not an option for the power plant
Uh,
because they have invested lots of money and changing from coal-based power plant to
mm,
another type of power plant like nuclear or something. It's
mm-hmm.
very difficult. but we can regulate them according to the environment need and restrict further expansion of that project.
Hmm.
So
So we can gradually phase out the coal-based power plant, and we can see other avenues in producing the power. Is what I felt. I got from you. Like as it is
yeah,
so difficult for to shut down completely, as though it may be a contributor, it may be an immediate contributor to the air pollution, but it is highly difficult for us to shut down because yes, in India, the power generation, the source of power is from the coal plant. The major source of power that we generate in India are from the coal plant. So yes,
definitely.
phasing out coal-based power plant and is gradually is the solution, and also having a stricter compliance norms for those power plants according to the emission and the severity of the pollution is maybe the solution,
Yeah,
right?
I was going through Hindustan Times report
Yeah.
that was published in 2023
Hmm.
in the month of December.
Hmm.
They are clearly saying that uh, in uh, 10 power plants, they are not complying the norms.
Okay.
In the total of 11 power plants,
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
10 out of 11 power plants are not complying the norms.
Okay.
The emission of SO2 and NO2 and the carbon.
Okay, okay. So they're not, though the regulation is already there, but there is a lack of enforcement in those regulations, and they're not complying with those norms, is what I felt. So
Yeah,
it's completely a
exactly.
regulatory problem. Yes, government has to regulate those power plants when the level of pollution is so high. Fine.
Yeah, you can see the sharing screen. 11
Hmm.
coal power-based power plant around capital are not complying with emission norms. And this news was reported on 26 7 November 2023.
Hmm. Fine, fine. Yes. Uh, yeah, Alam, you
Hello.
had raised your hands, right? Yeah, Ved Prakash, like Ved Prakash, do you have anything to say? Like, is it over? Like,
No, that's all
oh, fine,
from my end. And you guys have already given so much of reasons and causes. So it's not worth to say anything.
fine. Alam, you have anything to say?
Yeah, I do have, but I mean, I guess like there are more people like they want to say, I guess.
Oh, fine. Like, I saw that. Yeah, Utkarsh, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so I can think of a few more reasons. Uh, so basically, the first reason that I can think of is the government perhaps can ban smoking in Delhi. That could contribute to reducing air pollution in Delhi. The other reason is the management of petroleum and fuel products that can also be managed properly so that the risk of pollution can be downgraded or reduced. Yeah, and also the street food when the residents uh, they prepare street foods, so that could also contribute. That could also be one of the factors contributing to the air pollution in Delhi.
No, can you
That
can
will
you make us understand how exactly the making or the preparation of the street food contributes to the environment? Sorry, air pollution there.
um, I think like cooking out in the open, and that I mean using uh, not using proper cooking oil, and cooking out in the open. Basically, I think that could be uh,
Do you think that the
that is
people of do you think that the are you trying to say that people of Delhi are not using LPG cylinder but instead using some firewoods to cook their food?
uh, no no not cylinder. I mean yeah, LPG cylinder basically out in the open. So like cooking out in the open. I think street food. So that street food could be. prohibited?
Fine, then I got it. Like these rotis and all, they use this coal and charcoal to make rotis in those big tamla. So that may be the solution. Yeah, that may be the problem also. Why? Because it really emits a very good number of the shots and dust to the atmosphere. And those, if you have seen that, the small microscopical particles that gets emitted out of this cooking tawa, the roti tawa, is maybe a very big factor for the contribution. Yes, I really, yeah, we accept it.
Okay, okay.
Yes, Pranit, yes, you can go ahead.
Sure. I mean, firstly, great points like from all the members out here. So the thing is this is a complex problem that involves multiple stakeholders, right? Right from the government, individuals, community, even the startups. Like firstly, in terms of the government, what they can do is like just to give an example, Bangalore, they're coming with the Queen City. So that is in the suburb of Bangalore. They are actually coming up with a new city, and it's heavily invested in terms of new lands, new setups. So in that way, the population is also segregated. Uh, so that is one part of the solution. Maybe Delhi is heavily populated right now, so government might look to find some alternative locations near Delhi that can accommodate people. So that's one part of the solution. Possibly that's a long term solution. In the short term, incentivizing startups and technology that can build some futuristic technology, such as I was just researching on the internet, smoke towers, so that actually absorbs the pollutions. So that is one possibility. But there are two factors. One thought process is that how do you reduce it? Another factor is in what ways we can enhance by forest, growing trees and all. From the government sector, these are the two solutions which I can think of. From the enterprise corporate sectors, especially government should give some incentives to corporates or enterprises or startups to form some technologies that can combat pollutions, such as incentivizing for purifiers, right? Those sort of new technology, and startups should also think about new frontiers. From the individual side, I was just scrolling an Instagram reel that got very famous these days. The Delhi couple, who had a farm, they had come up with a solution where they planted the trees indoor, and the air quality was around 15, which is even lower than Himachal. So yeah, I mean, it's a holistic thing. It requires thoughtful actions from multiple stakeholders, and also it has to be synchronized. So yeah, these are some of the top of the minds suggestions what I can think of.
Yo, that was really wonderful. Whenever, I used to normally think, whenever there is a crisis, there is a business opportunity there.
Yes.
Huh? I don't know how many of you accept it here.
Yeah,
But
not true
yes,
too. Yeah,
last
like
week also we
we
had
are.
a wonderful discussion. I was wondering, if we segregate waste properly, we can make a very good startup out of those segregate and yeah, very good startup using those resources that comes out of non-biodegradable waste. We can make yeah, small companies can make bags, etc., depending on their own capability, and that can also generate good number of a very good number of employment in India. So yes, nice. Yeah, Pranit, nice. Yes, yes, Midge.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
My there is a lack of infrastructure in Delhi. The congestion is not properly maintained, which cause
Hmm,
lot of areas like Silampur, Wazipur,
hmm.
Mayapuri, and Okhla are known as industrial zones in Delhi. Activities such as open burning and industrial waste and their bioproducts is prevalent in these regions, leading to elevated level of pollutants in the air.
Oh, just can you once again come up? Once again, come
I
up,
want
come
to
come back.
I want to say that
Yes,
there is
just
lack
go
of
slowly.
prop.
Go slowly. We can also know. I'm typing here,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So therefore,
There is lack of infrastructure
yeah, okay,
that is not properly maintained.
okay.
There are highly congestion areas such as Selampur, Wazipur, Mayapuri, and Okhla,
Okay.
which is also known as industrial zones in Delhi.
Okay. You're not audible. Like, you're not audible. Is
Mm,
my voice audible now?
yes, yes.
Oh, fine then. Yes, Mitch, you can go ahead.
These
We are
these area
talking
cause
about
higher pollution,
congestion. Yeah,
congestion, and the industrial areas and zones which are Delhi not properly maintained,
fine. So you say
which
that
cause
the development is concentrating in one particular area and more industries are coming in one particular area, so there is no diversification of development around the region.
yes,
Is
yes. Because of this,
even
there is
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
concentration of pollution at the particular area. If we
Oh,
diversify this in other areas, this
fine.
can reduce lot of population
So what you say
pollution.
is that we have to diversify the developmental pattern itself, not just focusing on one particular area. So
Yes, yes.
that is the same point that I heard from Pranit, even as the concept of Queen City in Bangalore. Um,
Mm,
he also told the same thing, like diversifying the region, developing the areas around Delhi, not only just not by the just not limiting the development or the infrastructure, developing infrastructure or anything as such in Delhi alone or in few places around inside Delhi or within Delhi or outside Delhi. So nice point. Yes, that can also clearly contribute in reducing the problem. Why? Because the concentration of the people will the people start dispersing around the region. Nice. Yes, Midge, you can go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so like in Dubai, like it is in the dry region.
Okay.
So attract the tourism, they rain in that region through the artificial cloud. So even in Delhi, we can use this technology like artificial rain to lower the pollution. As we know that through the water particles, as it is heavy, then it turns down the pollution particulates. It's stitched to the pollutants, and brings down to the land.
Got it. Like, yes, you are trying to say that when there is an artificial rain, that if we, yeah, the concept of artificial rain is entirely different. Yeah. Yes, we are artificially making the rain to happen when it is unseason, when it is not a rainy season. Yes,
Yes.
rain can bring down the particulate matter or any suspended particles down to the atmosphere or down to the surface level. So that is the concept of artificial rain, is what I understood. But
Yes, yes.
is it really feasible for us to implement that artificial rain? Why? Because it really costs too much. The technology is so costly, means costly. So is it so feasible for us to use the concept of artificial rain to bring the rain artificially to bring down the matter, the particulate matter from the atmosphere through the train?
So when the health is at the center of the concern, then through the model of the public-private partnership, financial model, we can do that. But it's not, I think, doable right now. But I think we can think of that.
Oh, nice. That is really
Can I
good.
say
So
on
that
about
can be an
anything?
emergency
Yes.
a solution, like sudden emergency solution. If nothing goes right, then artificial rain bring the particulate matter level in the atmosphere down, so we can go with that. Is what I feel.
And there is another problem. It may be. I'm not saying it is the problem, and I am
Okay.
not prejudiced to any people. Like
Okay,
there
fine.
is a the one of the major problem is a migration,
Uh,
and which leads to urban clogging of the people,
uh,
and all the people are from the various parts of India, and for the getting job and employment, they are living and residing in the Delhi. But there is a
hmm.
lack of belongingness in the Delhi itself. Like if I am from the Bihar, so and I'm living in Patna, so I am still belonging to the Patna. So I am very concerned of my region. But the all the people are majorly people of Delhi are the migrants. So there is a lack of belongingness, and which promotes this kind of due to this there is a problem of carelessness, and which promotes this kind of uh, a problem.
Yo, this is really a wonderful solution. Like a wonderful reason why, because when there is more population, and in Bangalore also we see the same thing happening. People come from different states, different states to work in Bangalore, and the same thing goes in Delhi also. Yes, this is wonderful reason why, because when we go away from the city, we tend to be careless and we don't realize the importance of that city, and we just be very self-centric. We just do our own work, and we do not contribute for the development of the cities. But that feeling, that we feelingness would only be there in the people who are localites. It is so general, it is so common, it is so common, and it also goes it is so true in the sense that we all do the same thing. We say that we are from that. If we see people, if we find people who are from our state in some other state, then we tend to be so close with them. And the same thing goes for the people of Delhi also. So what I say is that there is a lack of what I understood is that there is a lack of cohesion among the people to collectively take the responsibility of the problem, is what I understood, if I am not wrong.
Yes, and even lack of belongingness. Like if
Yeah.
they don't
once the
aware.
responsibility once the collective responsibility comes to solve this problem, then people automatically change their behavior in reducing the matter. Yeah,
Yes.
fine. Yeah, they tend to be part of solution than creating a problem.
Yes.
Nice.
And another thing is, the every time the government has come up with the freebies culture,
uh,
but we don't find in any of the manifesto of any political party that we will work for the atmosphere or the pollution.
mm,
So, people should aware that even political leadership is not focusing on the pollution. So lack of political will is something also responsible. If our leaders are not aware, then how the people can work on that?
that is really good. Yes, wonderful point, like wonderful reason. Yes, Utkarsh, you can go ahead, and we'll come to Abhay.
Okay, so I think the use of firecrackers, especially in Diwali season, could also be modified in order to reduce the severity of air pollution in Delhi. And also the use of tractors and generators can also be, there can exist alternatives to instead of them,
Mhm.
instead of.
Nice. But
So,
recently,
brother,
just a minute. Recently, I
so
think,
Chris,
yeah.
sorry,
Just give me a minute.
Uh,
I'll give you an opportunity. Recently, when there was a Diwali, the Delhi government had completely banned the crackers. And just a few days back, I read it in the newspaper that they have taken a decision to ban the usage of crackers all throughout the year from next year, I guess. So yes, people we enjoy by bursting crackers, but we do not know that it is causing a pollution, right? Hello.
Yeah, but
yes,
like uh, we can form an argument because it is also a festival and uh, a tradition or a ritual that has been taking place since years.
But
So yeah, I mean,
But no
a
religion says that to cause pollution by bursting the cracker. Yes, we are bursting the cracker to follow a tradition, follow the practices that we have inherited from our ancestors. But it is at the cost of our health itself. So we can also celebrate the festival by doing something, by practicing some other thing, which can be good for the society and which also can be good for the people's health.
okay, so I can think of two more reasons. I think like these may sound very basic, but especially near temple areas, the burning of incense sticks, agarbattis, and Yeah, and that could also like contribute to air pollution. If
Fine.
yeah, I can think of that. And also the electric wiring, perhaps in electrical transmission poles. If
Hmm.
if that is if that is not properly uh, managed, then that could also like
Now,
cause
how does it
fire.
really contribute to the Delhi air pollution? Like the mismanagement of the electrical wires, how does it contribute?
If there is a fault, like if there is a fault in the wiring of
Okay.
the electrical, yeah,
Like how
um,
does it emit the matters, like the pollution causing agent in Delhi? Like does it emit any dust or the microparticles into the atmosphere?
Can I say that? Like people may, like start using alternatives if there's no electricity, right?
Uh,
So that may create a pollution. I mean, what I think.
uh.
He got a point with that one.
Oh, fine then. Nice. Fine, got it. So yeah, instead of using electricity, they are using some other thing to
Yeah,
light
yeah.
their
For time
homes.
being, if there are large
They can
electrical,
use these altars and all, which indirectly is run by some other maybe the diesel or kerosene. So it can be a contributor. Yeah, it emits a lot of
contribution. Yes.
yeah, it emits a lot of smoke than the electricity that we use. Nice. Yes. Yes, Keshav, you can. Yeah, we'll come to Ved Prakash and Utkrish later, like after Keshav's turn is over.
So in point number 8, as somebody said that street food, I would like to add one more perspective for this. As
Yeah.
we in winters in our locality, many people gather around and burn wood. So just to get some warmth, but it is like they do it on daily basis. In our below our apartment, the smoke comes to our balcony, and our whole both rooms go smoke. So
Okay.
this is one thing I think this should be stopped. First reason is as it is causing pollution. Second is the people who are just around it. Sometimes we see that they are coughing a lot because of the smoke they inhale.
So then
So
what can
this
we do
is
for that? Yeah,
I have
people are
like
yeah, I understood that
once or
it is like a campfire. People sit around the
yes, yes,
place. Yeah, it is like it is campfire only. People sit around the place and they get the heat out of that fire. So how
yes,
can we discourage people
but
doing that?
Hello.
here sometime it's not only about the woods, but they use plastic bags and egg trays also for that. So I think the one solution it could be the eco-friendly way, if like some municipalities or government comes in the way and do some radiant warmers or electric heaters like for community, as they are providing gyms for us right in park. So if there is something like this, because those people who are privileged,
So,
they can
on a lighter note,
use a heater at their home,
Wait.
right?
We'll come to you. Let him finish it. Yeah, yeah,
So those
fine.
people who are privileged, they can use heater at their home.
Uh,
But those who are not having this knowledge and they burn plastic bags, they are either they don't know the health causes. It can cause cancer to, or harmful fumes like inhaling can cause so much damage to their body. So I think either first there should be some like knowledge sharing, some NGO collaborating and teaching communities not to do that. Or second is if government can intervene by providing some affordable heating devices or something, giving subsidy. That's
oh, fine.
even you can distribute the thermals, inner thermals,
Yeah, even we can
yeah,
use that one. Yeah, it is so not that costly also.
yes, yes.
Yes, yes, Ved Prakash. Yeah,
Actually, first of
yeah,
all,
we'll come to you.
I want to say about mm, just a second. Yeah, about the machine. Actually, a country, Iceland, they are using direct air capture, DAC machine, to suck the air pollution and convert it into the carbon using chemicals. We can use that also in Delhi, and as it is not very costly, they can install it. And as the part of artificial rain would cause a lot of flood in Delhi, as we can see it 1 day or 2 day rains in Delhi. It causes so much of flood. It is unable to handle without the proper um, drainage or whatever municipalities use. Because we can see the 2 days drainage when got filled out, 3 IS aspirants got uh, killed or
Fine,
murdered,
fine.
whatever you say.
Got it, got it. There is
So there is a we can talk about artificial rain. IIT Kanpur is developing it. IIT Delhi, with the collaboration of IIT Delhi, even the central ministry is also heading towards it. Whenever the pollution level goes to 900 or 800, there is a sudden meeting called by ministry. They are using according to their way, the governance way. But I think the technology, if we are using technology, then we can learn from Iceland, and they are using direct air capture machine. You can search it on Google. Uh, I think that's a good part. We can use it. They are not very costly. They can install very quickly.
fine,
That's my
fine,
point.
fine. That can be a solution when there is more investment into it. If I'm not wrong.
Actually, the investment is too little in that. And if we install 8 to 10 machines in the capital, it will decrease the air pollution.
Fine, fine, fine.
Al- Also, we have to restrict the industry that are using plastic, that are making plastic, or the industry which are generating even a slight percentage of carbon or sulfur. We have to restrict it from Delhi. We have to send it to another place in the country.
Fine, fine, got it.
Actually, it's not Netherlands, it's Iceland.
Oh, fine. Then I'm so sorry for that.
Uh,
Yes, with Prakash is over, yeah. Yeah, Abhay, Dev, we can go ahead.
Okay, so one of um, no, uh, the major concern is the traffic of Delhi. So we can decongest the traffic by regulating the office timings of the various corporates and civics.
Hmm.
So like if the like government announced that we will from the next day open the office early and wind up the office early evening as well. So through this kind of measures we can decongest the traffic time, like in noon and evening we can see the higher amount of traffic will be there because of the office timings. But if we manage the office timings of the various sectors, then this can be helpful.
Fine. So you are saying that we can reduce the peak traffic, so whereby the amount of carbon or the gases that are emitted during those peak amount can be reduced.
Yes, like at every traffic signal we don't need to stop. We
Fine,
have a
fine. Got it.
and another is like in all vehicles are something of our Indians we are using is 20 and 15 years old
Huh,
on average.
huh.
So as this kind of vehicles gets older, it emits more and more amount of combustion. So government has to come up with the is 15 to 20 years old, then you have to scrap it and have to buy the new vehicle. And at the time of purchasing, you will get the incentives that you have, the scrapping, as you have scrapped down your earlier vehicle. So this kind of scrapping old vehicle can also helpful to reduce the combustion particles.
Fine. That is so. Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. Abayu. Is it over?
And even last point, okay, yeah, just to last point, it won't take 2-3 minutes, 2 minutes
No,
more
fine. No
than.
problem. You
Hello.
can go ahead.
Hello.
We'll wrap up at
So one of the
8:15 like that. Is it fine for all? There are still few more people who didn't even speak. We'll give scope for them also. Like Neeraj didn't speak, Keshav has spoken, and Ru has not spoken. Like I don't. Yeah, they had raised the voice also. So they had raised the hand also. We'll give them a scope. Yes, you can go ahead. You can make your point in 1 or 2 minutes.
So okay, so what is problem with Delhi? The roads itself. If I want to go to the UP, so we don't have that much amount of the ring road that we can from that bypass the Delhi. So by we have to for that we have to develop the bypass roads, so we can avoid the traffic of the Delhi. The even the airport is in the middle of Delhi. Even the railway station is in the middle of Delhi city. So this leads to the congestion of the all the vehicle. Even if you want to go to the UP, then you have to even enter the you have to enter the mainland Delhi. So by developing the alter highways or the side highways through which we can divert the mainland Delhi, we have to develop this kind of roads.
Fine. So laying a proper road and more than that, more than that, developing particular things in a concerned place, like placing the airport on the outskirts, not in the city, having a proper connectivity between the cities can really decongest the things, and it can also develop the surrounding areas. Like if you have a proper road, the best example that I can give is if there is a expressway between two cities, one city that is so flourishing in terms of economy, in terms of development, and the city B, which is not that flourishing relative to the city A. If there is a connectivity between two cities in terms of expressway or the ring road or anything as such, the B city, the city B, which is less developed relative to the A, will get developed eventually in just within few years. So that can be a very real good solution. It's a very long term solution that can bring down the problem of Delhi air pollution. Yes, yes, Utkarsh, you have been raising hands since a long time. Hello.
Yes, I mean, I think like the hot water pools, hot water springs and swimming pools, if they are situated outside, that could perhaps also be a contributor to the air pollution in Delhi if it is not located indoor.
Fine. Like, how does it contribute to the pollution?
The
I think he's
steams.
covering the way that the thing I said, right, the burning of wood for
Okay.
campfire. So
Fine.
in
Got
that
it.
way
Got
he's
it.
saying.
Got it.
But
Got
I
it.
think the one thing is the geothermal hotspots are there in the different region, Himalayan regions, right? In Delhi, it will cost a lot to maintain that pool and to get that to be at the optimal warmth it should be having. So all artificially doing all this, it would cost a lot for government.
Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, Ved Prakash, go ahead if you have anything to say. Ruhi, like you were about to say something. Can we just listen to you?
Yeah, it was by mistake. I was just listening.
Oh, fine. If you have anything to share, you can share here.
No, I think you guys have all covered it.
Yeah, but we have already covered. The thing is, um,
I think the only point I have to add is, all of this should be put into test, like should be tested towards like where
It
we
should
have
be
to use
enforced, is what I feel.
practicality. Now, you have to take into consideration capitalistic views and practicality as well, because
Yes,
a lot of things will not come to the, like if it is passed, the bills are passed, but it's still not enforceable, or the bills are stopped, even if even if policies are made, it's because of strong lobbying. Because a lot of things, one of the examples was changing heavy duty vehicles every like 10 years or 20 years because it emits um,
the
uh,
emission, yeah.
yeah,
Huh.
but companies would be reluctant to do that because it takes a lot of time to recover their fixed cost and then start making profit and all of that.
Okay, yeah. In Delhi, they have this policy, right? If the diesel engine is used beyond 10 years or 15, the diesel engine that are 15-year or 10-year old should not be used on the in public. I think they
Yeah,
have this policy also. Recently, I saw that even the SPG vehicle of the Prime Minister Modi's SPG vehicle was not allowed by the National Green Tribunal to be used in the to be used. Why? Because it was much older than it was 15-year or 10-year older, and it was against the policy or the law mandated in the Delhi. Yes, that can be, but
yeah.
yes, lobbyings are also there. Uh,
We
that
kind of
is
have to
completely a
strike a
different
balance
problem.
between, thinking about the environment and making capitalists happy or
Got it.
mad,
Got
at
it.
least.
Got
Hello.
it.
So there is a problem of crony capitalism,
Yeah.
as which you want to say, but we have to come up with the
Yeah, there
capitalism
should
that.
be a fine balance struck between the crony capitalism and environmental sustainability.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, fine. What I want to make here is like, yes, the geographical factor. I think Keshav told. Keshav, no, Venkat. I'm not getting. Abhay Dev, yeah, geographical
Yes,
factor that you told in the beginning cannot be changed. But what we are doing in terms of emission, in terms of using the vehicle, in terms of getting the electricity from the coal-based power plant, etc., can be reduced. But at the end of the day, yes, these man-made factors, what we have made for ourselves, is the only solution that is there for the Delhi air pollution. If we leave this geographical factor, yeah, it is completely flanked by the mountains all around. But the mountain, we cannot blame the mountain to say that mountain, you are there. So therefore, you are making it as a gas chamber. So what ultimately I say is that reducing the amount of emission uh, by different stakeholders, by the involvement of different stakeholders, can be a very good solution. Can be is the ideal solution, is what I feel. So reducing the pollution, reducing the emission, or the suspension of the particle into the atmosphere can be of different ways. It may be reducing, it may be promoting EVs, or it may be strict regulation and compliances of the laws or the rules, laws or the rules that are existing. So yes, this is what I say from my side. Yes, if you have anything to say, you can, or else we'll wrap it up here.
So any anthropogenic emission will be there. So it must be regulated because
Yeah, that is the ideal solution. That
yes, and
emission we have to cut down.
cut down, and and even while concerning the development. So
Yeah.
rather than facilitating any anthropogenic activity, we have to face down into the developmental manner while having the sustainable solution of that.
Yes. Because these environmental things can go against the development also. Just imagine, if we are shutting down the power plants, if we are shutting down the coal power plants, we are directly it directly costs to the development. Why? Because if you shut down the coal power plant, then the power does not get generated, and if you see the amount of power getting generated through other means, like it may be using non-renewable renewable source of energy, like solar and all, it is so low compared to the coal based power
So
plant. Yeah, it can go against the development also. Yes, phasing out is the best solution. Like gradually we have to take steps, but it should be consistent.
Even 78% of India's energy demands are satisfied through the this coal based
Yeah,
energy.
thermal. Yes, 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 yes. Correct.
So, so we have to come up with promoting the solar energy. The PM
Yes.
Surya Kiran Yojana is
Yeah,
there. So side promoting and then phase down the coal in the decadal manner. We can come to the solution through
fine
this
then.
mode.
Yes, yes,
So
that is true.
Buddha's to Madhyamik mark rather than
Yeah, got
coming
it.
to the extreme
We'll
solution.
we'll give this we'll give the dash for our Neeraj here, and later we'll wrap it up. Is it fine?
Okay, okay.
Fine. Yeah, go ahead, Neeraj.
Yeah, yeah, regarding the discussion we have, like the industrial, mainly about the industrial corridor. So I think keeping the industrial, I mean the industrial corridor and the so much amount of population at the same place will contribute too much to the environment. So what I mean is like, let's say Delhi is a growing city. Like, I mean, it's already grown and it will grow since it's a capital city. It will grow so much. And from long back, there are so much of industrial corridor, like so many industrial, facilities and so many things came. So, and now on top of that, because of the increase in obviously the pollution, I mean, the air pollution will increase. So, I think the industrial corridor should be moved to outside the city, or in future, if there is a plan to construct a or plan to develop the city, that should be away from the industrial, I mean, wherever the most of the industrial places are located. Because if you are saying that the industrial corridor is there and then the people are so many people comes there, so obviously that city would become, more polluted because our vehicles will pollute and that industry will pollute. So yeah, that is the only thing I would like to add. Yeah, I mean to shift the place of the industrial corridor away from the city is a best chance to avoid the the pollution in any city.
Fine. That yes, that is what has happened in Delhi, and
Yeah,
yeah, I think it was Venkat who had pointed out that though there are many what is this industries or the power plants, the coal-based power plants around 10 to 11 coal power plants around Delhi city itself, and which is really contributing in a big way.
yes,
Yeah, and 10 of them are not complying with the rules or the regulations that the ministries or the government has set up to regulate this thing. So yes, having a particular location for their functioning away from the habitation site can really be a solution. Yes. Yeah. Yes, Keshav. Keshav, if you have anything. Keshav is over.
Yeah, actually, I want to add here what Neeraj said. It's like if we have to look at it in all perspective, right? If we are setting up the industries, these plants outside Delhi, then think about how those people who are getting employed in there, how much they will suffer, because now they are, like, I have seen some oil refineries out some remote places in Punjab, and they have not the people who work there are, first of all, they are like risking their life because anything can happen at that time. And secondly, the resources are not present for them, so they have to come back, they have to get a bus and come back to the cities again, just to get some of the facilities, like for eating outside or something. I think I have seen, like, when I often go to my grandmother place for using bus. So I see in Delhi there are so many factories which smoke is coming out from the chimneys all the time. I think if we regulate it somehow, as like India is known for, like ISRO is known for developing cheap technologies, right? So if we like place some modifier or condenser out of that chimney, because I've seen those clouds are like never stopping. So if this thing can happen, if technology is made, I'm not sure if it is already made or not, but it is not implemented. It is seen definitely. So
Fine.
first thing is this, and second, I just forgot what I was saying. I will tell later. Okay.
Fine then. Then we'll wrap it up here. Is it fine?
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Fine
Yes.
then. Wonderful. Today was a Christmas day. Yeah, celebrating Christmas along with this brainstorming was something new. Not only for me, I think it is new for everyone here. So thank you for all coming and showing up your face here and making good points. It may be development, it may be technology to bring down the pollution, but at the end of the day, the success, uh, the successful elimination of Delhi air pollution lies in its implementation. If yeah, lies in its implementation. So we shall contribute in our own way in by changing our own behaviors and practices to be more sustainable to the environment in terms of sustainability, in terms of environmental awareness and all. That's it. We'll catch up next week.